Okay, welcome guys to a new kind of thing. I don't know really what to say, but we're here today to make a new game, and the game is going to be a low poly styled survival walkthrough kind of game. So let's get started. Right, so it's going to be third person. You've got that set up. We've got the name walkthrough game. It's not the actual name of the game. We'll think of that later. Alright, let's create the project, so let that load. Okay, so we are in the editor, the third person editor this is. So all this rubbish, we don't need all these walls. So we can get rid of the walls, you know. Just get rid of the wall. There's a floor there as well, we can keep the floor. So we want to go to edit, and we want to delete. So delete them. Boom, walls are gone. This rubbish, don't need these yet. We'll make these in the future. They're easy. Delete those. Oh, did I just duplicate them? Such an idiot. Okay, delete. They're gone. Shadows? Can you not? Okay, never mind. We don't need the box. All of this. We're not gonna need that. So we can right click, edit. No. Control X. You know what? I'm just going to Control X, and then we should be left with just our character and the skybox and the floor, because that's what we want to start with, right? Okay. So now we got all of this rubbish out of the scene. We want to start by making some folders down here in this content browser, and the content browser is just where everything is stored. So like the map is in there, and like the blueprints, which we'll get onto. So okay, so this is the main folder. You can get through things. If I click on that and go boom, we're stuck in this folder. Don't have to get out. There's no back button except for here, which you didn't know. You just go to these folders and then you just click content and you're back at the start. Look at that. Beastly. Right, so which one do we want to do? Huh? Well, we probably need all of these. For now, we can delete some later. But we're just going to create a new folder. And we want a scene for our world. We want weapons for the character to have. We want a UI folder for the character UI. And what else do we need? Let's just create one called BP for our blueprints. And then one more for our character. There we go. So we've got the blueprint folder, the character folder, the scene folder, the UI folder, and the weapons folder. Basic stuff. Okay. It's very dark. So let's get a light. So this is our God knows what it's called. But we can get all of our blocks and whatever from here. So all of our visual effects, building blocks, which we'll use a different program for, but we can just for now go to lights, get a directional light, because that's what we're going to need. Simple. And now our scene is much brighter, so we turn that off. Directional light. Look at the difference. Much better. Like that. Okay, I just saw some text. Odd. So now we got our folders set up. We can start creating some stuff. So we're going to need, so our game's going to be made up of two parts. We've got the character and the AI. The AI is going to be cows, sheep, whatever. Just random, more like whatever they're called, animals. And then we have the character, which is going to be a character. Now I've already got a character made up by myself, because you know we don't copy. I've rigged it all. So I think we're going to start by making a character. Okay, so we're not going to script anything this time with the visual scripts, but we can move this out of the way a bit. But we want to get into the character and move stuff around and change all this, because as you can see, can only change the character itself. Like, you can't really change, I can't move the collider or the camera. So over here you've got edit blueprint, and you can open the editor, or you can go into the content, this little box, and you can go to the third person blueprints with the blueprints thing, and it's right here, with this blue line. That means blueprint. Everything's color coded. So we open this up, loads an editor, and we don't need this rubbish. Don't need to look at that. Yeah, but this is what we want, this viewport. And a viewport is a view. Surprised? Okay, so you got this view right here, and you can select the camera, select this, select that, just select everything. You can also do it up here in this component box. You got the camera, the mesh, blah blah, and the mesh is just that. It's just a solid thing. A mesh is a solid thing. Different types of meshes, but we'll get onto that soon enough. Okay, so now we know where this is. We can keep this open. We can import our character. So I'm going to do that right now, and we're going to put it into our character folder, and we're going to make a new folder in this character folder called mesh. Mesh. There we go, like that. Look, there's a mesh folder. So you go in there, we're going to click import, and import the character. You can get characters from anywhere. I'll put some character links in the description where you can get some characters. Alright, I've got my mesh, and if I import it, geez, it's huge. It's a huge mesh. It's pretty big, so we're going to scale it down. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do it inside of that editor we opened, this thing here. Now, to replace this with our character, all we've got to do is go to this details panel and find this mesh box right here. And it's this skeletal mesh. So a skeletal mesh is a mesh with a skeleton. It's kind of in the name. So this mesh is a skeletal mesh. So we'll move that, and there it is. What a beast. So then, to scale, we're going to press R. Or you can go up here and press this scale button here. And then you select this white box in the middle, and just drag it downwards until you get to that size. Obviously it doesn't fit this, but we can change that. So this scaling option right here with this arrow with the dot, you click this and you can go down to like the smallest scale. You can get it perfect like that. That wasn't meant to happen, boys. He's gone rogue. He's gone rogue. There we go. There he is. He's in our little box. And if we compile this, because we have to compile it every time, you click this button. Just do that every time till it says the tick. As long as it's got a tick. Right, yeah, exit that out and look at that. Press play. Our character is our character, which is cool. Obviously there's no textures or anything, but it's fine, we can do that. But it looks cool. Looks cool. So that is where we're going to start off our series. Next time, I feel like we're going to start making some more improvements to the character, and we also need some animations for the character, which we will create in the next video. Goodbye, guys.